What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 168 of the Clever and Original Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Kayley Misialek, alongside me, the man with a plan, Jayden Reinhart.
What's up? Just, running down the highway on my horse and waiting for a guy to find a gold nugget just to kill him and take it. Kind of a dick like that. Red Dead Redemption 2, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. I haven't played it yet.
There's a guy on the side of the road sifting through gold. He's like, I can't find anything. This shit sucks. And if you wait long enough, he's like, I found one. And then I just killed him and took it.
Wow. Brutal realities.
I got like $50. It's pretty cool.
Wild West. And this guy right here is Larson, Nirvana himself.
That's, I'm not wearing the shirt today. So.
No?
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a different shirt.
Right, a plain gray shirt with a slight V-neck.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's good. I have 4 of this exact shirt in different colors.
Cool.
Yep.
I do the same thing. I just go to like Walmart. I'm like, a $20 pack of like 5 shirts. I don't need to rep brands anymore. Just wear colors.
Yeah, I think each of them was like 15.
Like, I mean,
15.
you can pair it with other stuff, right? So
yeah, it's just useful to have different colors of the same shirt, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of black shirts because they're my work shirts.
Yeah, I use only 2 shirts for work.
I have like 5.
I have a 2 Game of Thrones shirts I use for work. That's it.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. They both smell like grease, no matter how many times you wash them.
I have butter stains on like the bottom line of my shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's horrible, isn't it?
I need to burn all my clothes.
Are they that greasy?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if they're that greasy, they'd probably light up pretty fast.
That'd be fun.
Well, let's live stream it. All right. If you haven't listened to us before, we are the Clever and Original Podcast.
That is us.
We talk about comic book movie type stuff, video game type stuff, particularly in that order.
Yeah.
Let's start with some comics book movies. Wonder Woman 2, aka Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. 1984.
Has been delayed. Has been delayed from what was originally scheduled as a November 1st, 2019 release date to June 5th, 2020. Gal Gadot tweeted out the news saying, quote, "Super excited to announce that thanks to changing landscape, we are able to put Wonder Woman back to its right home, June 5th. Be there or be square." I would assume it's mostly for like a summer release date instead of like a fall. I don't know.
Yeah,
Summer's like a big season for movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like Marvel always seems to put, their big movie of the year at the beginning of summer, which is like May for some reason, even though summer doesn't actually begin until like the end of June.
I suppose, yeah. But it's summer.
Yeah.
It's summer.
It's summer.
Yeah.
Summer enough.
It's warmer out than it was before.
That is true.
Yes.
Is that the only qualification?
Occasionally, depending on where you live. North Dakota,
Yeah.
I mean, who knoes, it could be like in the... well, I guess it is usually in like the 20s, which is like a pretty big like uptick in temperature.
Do warmer places have a winter?
Yeah.
But locally, do they call it that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just...
Like, let's say it's so warm there's never snow.
Yeah, it's still winter.
I don't know, so North Dakota...
It's just weird to me.
Like, there's winter in, like, Florida.
How do you have winter without snow?
It's just, like, it's colder.
Different.
It's colder. I mean, that's...
What does Santa Claus wear?
Same shit.
Why?
Because
Wouldn't that be really hot?
I mean, it's nighttime, right? It's not that hot. It's probably like 75.
Yeah, but that's like winter
I
clothes.
assume he's like massively sweating, you know. Like,
yeah,
like going between house and house. You know,
I mean,
like,
maybe it's magic. Like his sweat turns into the presents.
The speed at which Santa is moving.
Yeah,
the speed.
His
I don't even think he would notice.
Has anyone done that math?
well, like, why is he fat, right? If
Yeah.
he's like moving so fast, shouldn't he be like exercising, just like sweating it off, really?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he's moving pretty fast. He has a pretty important job.
yeah, he's got like
Give toys to people. It's important.
Well, so assuming there's like 6 hours at night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe spread that over a world because time zones.
Right.
Probably got like maybe like 18 hours to do it.
That's how he does it. He uses the time zones to his advantage.
The time stone.
But yeah, to go to like billions of places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's so hard about that? It's
So
easy.
the Clever and Original podcast talking about the logistics of Santa Claus.
Time travel.
I'm still more interested. Like, I feel like you'd wear shorts, right? Like red shorts
I don't know.
and like a
Maybe
tank top.
Santa's like
Red shorts and a white
Santa
tank
doesn't
top.
feel heat. Maybe Santa's not.
This is
like
magic.
Maybe he's always cold. Maybe he's like cold-blooded.
Maybe he's cursed by a witch.
Maybe
And
he's
so
an
he-
ethereal being. Temperature has no bearing on him.
Maybe he's a demon spawn.
Yeah, let's go with that. I like that one.
Santa's a demon spy.
Wonder
Confirmed.
Woman 1984. It's in the summer now of
All right.
2020.
I'm fine with
Fun
that.
fact: Wonder Woman 1984 is not being released in 1984.
Curious.
Boo.
Yeah.
That's lame. What a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Wonder Woman 2 was aired in 1984? It'd be perfect.
Talk about unrealistic movies. Like I'll ever see that. It's not even 1984.
Yeah.
Come on, know what year it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a year.
That is a year.
Mhm.
It's the year of Orwell, of a lot of things.
Mhm.
Things happened in 1984.
Yeah,
We think
it was a year.
it was a year. And it's also the year that this supposedly takes place. So like Wonder Woman is like lives in the past, basically, right?
Yeah.
Because World War One, 10s, 20s.
Well, she doesn't age, right? Does she?
Well, they do, right? But they're just kind of like immortal. Well, I guess that means they wouldn't really age.
Like, are they... Because they're not unkillable, right?
Right.
So
you
not
can kill
immortal.
them.
Immortal. Jesus.
They're
Words.
Like
unaging, I guess, would be a...
Well, they're like immortal in the sense that they don't die from like
From old age or like
Yeah.
disease. But they're still killable from
Other things.
like other gods and goddesses.
yeah.
But so she... Wow, okay. So she's like super old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would suck, actually.
Would it?
If you lived like
That'd be all
a
right.
million times as long as everyone else.
That'd be fine.
Yeah.
You get used to it after a while.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'd just be like, all right, I can just do whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. like I'll just do things, I guess. You could live so many lives. Think about it. You can,
Yeah, I mean,
you just do other
it
things.
would kind of be awesome to not age. Like, get up to like what?
30 something.
Well, like the age
Yeah.
like 25, 26 where like is like peak or whatever.
Yeah.
And then just stop there and never like lose anything or
That'd be pretty good.
I mean,
Yeah.
in theory, right? But
I mean, you would still like age in the sense that, you lived another year.
right, you'd still have a birthday. You were born still in this scenario. But I just I feel like without death, like shit would just kind of suck. Like at first you'd be like, yeah, I can do whatever, and you'd run around doing whatever, and you'd be like, all right, I've done everything. This kind of sucks.
I
now.
highly doubt that. There's so many things you can do, right? Like think about it. Like first off, like I mean, think my first go-to is like education, right? You get so many degrees, right? And also
that gets suspicious.
Well, like
if you
okay,
had like 15 degrees,
right? You just like advanced knowledge, right? And then also as like the future comes along, there's gonna be new things that are invented that we have like no imagine of currently. Yeah, that you could do. So
I suppose.
Like as time goes on, new things pop up, and you can still do the old things. So like, I don't think you would run out of things to do. I think it would be more like limiting yourself.
Yeah, because it'd also be like what you're interested in doing. Like I'm not gonna do everything just for the sake of.
Yeah.
Right, but yeah, Wonder Woman 2020. It seems like
just
a
like
long ways out.
Yeah, I mean it's not that long. It's only a year and a half.
Yeah,
it's not that long, realistically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
18 months. Yeah.
Right, but Avengers 4 seems like far out. So like
it's not though. It's pretty soon when you think about it. It's 7 months.
I don't know.
If that.
Yeah,
actually, no, not even
Yeah.
6. Sorry. 6 months.
Well, it's about 7.
No, it comes out the beginning of May, right?
Right.
It's the end of October.
So, 6 months. About
whatever.
Yeah.
What is it, like the 28th?
It's
yes.
Today?
I think. No, it might be the 29th.
It's the 28th. Anyway.
Yeah, it is the 28th.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess it won't be in the fall. Kind of sucks, but, you know, whatever. It will be out in the summer. Probably make a lot of money because it's the best thing DC has.
Yeah, and I'm excited for it. I'll actually see it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Avengers, Kevin Feige recently did an interview and he said that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is currently on hold. He also mentioned that Namor could possibly make an appearance in the MCU, and that an Avengers 4 trailer will be released before the end of the year.
All right, so we got like 8 to 10 weeks. This Avengers 4 trailer's coming out.
Yeah.
About?
I would think around the end of November.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Probably.
Although Guardians 3 seems, I don't know. It seems less likely that it's going to happen almost.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't think they're going to do it.
Because, yeah, you know, you see the stuff with, like, the whole James Gunn thing, and now, you know, that made Dave Bautista, like, be like, fuck, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Reportedly, Bradley Cooper doesn't want to do a third one. And so, yeah, it just seems like... People say it's just like being delayed, but also they never technically canceled the Inhumans either.
Yeah.
They
just kind of stopped.
They just never said anything about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on hold is like if they were like, oh, it'll be this date instead, that would be a whole different story. But on hold is pretty like...
On hold, it's like it's not going to happen.
Like there's like a 50% chance that it's still happening.
Mm-hmm. Until it's officially like... put out there.
A date of some sort.
I'm not so sure this will happen.
Yeah, which I don't know. I'm fine with. I mean, they exist in the Marvel universe now.
Yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be a movie about the Guardians. I could just show up in another movie and be an Avengers stuff. You know,
it's very possible. So yeah, that stuff. One interesting thing is Namor. It sounds like Marvel does have the rights to Namor.
Sweet.
They said deciding if and when. So, you know, whatever. But they also kind of said the same thing with Spider-Man. They're like, yeah, we don't have any talks with Sony right now.
But they did.
They did. Those fucking
Fucking liars, lying bastards. We see right through your lies.
You know, the golden age superhero. I think the second superhero that super person Marvel has ever created. The first one was the Human Torch, and then Namor, and then Captain America.
That's all you need: fire, water, and patriotism.
Fire, yeah.
Yeah, you know, punching Nazis.
Yeah, and then fire and water too.
Yeah, you know, that's it. You know, like Earth, Wind, and Fire, like water, fire, and America.
It's three basic food groups too.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Yeah, I eat America.
Does a diet mainly consisting of burgers?
The red, white, and blue.
The red,
Stars
white,
and
and yellow.
stripes.
And ironically enough, French fries.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, French fries are like super American. It's a little weird. Who thought of that? Who named them French? Why are they French fries? What the fuck is the story behind French fries? Why aren't they just like
I don't know. Look it
fried
up.
potatoes? Why isn't that what we call them?
I don't know.
Or potato sticks, as one of our old coworkers called them.
Fried potato sticks.
One basket of fried potato sticks coming up. Like that's what they are, sticks of potato. I don't know, whatever.
Because they're deep fried. Like
deep fried potato stick. Oh yeah, is that what it is?
I don't know.
Like what's deep fried and fried? Like what's the fucking difference? Like deep fried and fried. They're the
I
same
didn't make
thing,
a
right?
difference. I didn't
No,
say
just
they were.
like people say deep fried.
And then fried.
But
Well,
is that
like-
just
Like
a
fried
short-
okra or deep fried okra.
Well, like,
Yeah, it's the
deep-
same thing, isn't it?
isn't it? No, I don't
Is
think
it?
so.
Hold on,
Like,
I gotta find.
so like deep fry, right? You put it in like a vat of oil, right? Versus like frying like on the grill. You know, you're just kind of.
Oh, yep. Okay, I understand now. Pan fry versus deep. Yep.
secret.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, my guess is it could be the depth of the oil that you use. You know, down in the bottom of the oil where the unknown oil creatures, sea creatures live. All the way in the bottom.
Sea creatures live in the oil.
Absolutely. You can quote me on that. I expect to hear about it in 5 years. Someone will be like, "You said this, Jay." I'm like, "No, I didn't." And they'll play it. An
Just
MP3 file on their
yeah,
phone.
just
I'll be
like,
like, "Oh,
got a job interview. Like, hey, remember when you said that
fish
live
lived in oil,
in the deep
in
the fryer oil?" Fast food.
Deep
No,
fried.
I don't. I never said that. Here,
play this clip." Oh well, all right. Well, I guess I'll just see myself out.
Yep. It's over.
Never to have a job again.
I don't think you would lose a job over that.
No, but I wouldn't get a job over that.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's very likely that
Yeah.
someone brings that out in a job
No.
interview.
It's pretty bad stuff. Probably the worst thing I've ever said on this podcast.
Is it?
No, absolutely not. I'd bet
That's
money that
true.
I've said something worse.
You probably have.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna guess you said something worse.
Probably. But yeah, Namor, man.
Yeah, especially those early stuff. Yeah, Namor, Avengers 4 trailer dropping. You know, hopefully we get a title.
Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting, right? If they dropped a trailer without a title.
It's like, this movie does not have a title.
It's just like Untitled
TBD,
Avengers
like
sequel.
brackets. Yeah.
Untitled Avengers sequel.
Just never do
One
it.
ticket for Untitled Avengers sequel. Untitled.
That'd be great. Yeah, I think like especially 'cause with Aquaman, right? Like the coolest parts of that movie is like the underwater sea and like this, and you know, Marvel hopefully gets that.
Yeah, they'll get it. They'll be fine.
I don't know. I think they also need more non-heroes.
Yeah.
Well, like everything's like black and white.
Yeah.
Like Namor is a character who's like I don't care. Like, fuck you. I'm
don't fuck up the
I'm
water.
the king of the sea, all right? Like, I'm gonna do what I want. Like, screw you guys.
We have way more
and whether
space.
that might help you sometimes, other times it means fuck you. Like, I'm just gonna just destroy you.
Just destroy everything.
Yeah.
Very in it for himself.
Yeah.
Lawful neutral, if you will.
Lawful neutral. That's a good one.
So yeah, that would be awesome to see. Yeah. So anything else on this Marvel news? No. Okay, maybe we'll see Namor in that Avengers 4 trailer. Yeah, that does for comic book movie type stuff. Let's get into some video game type stuff. One stuff today. Microsoft. Their CEO, I don't know how you pronounce Satya Nadella. Has
I think that's how you say it.
Yeah. Anyways, that Xbox Game Pass will be expanded, I should say, to the PC. Not sure exactly what that would look like. Whether it would be like something exclusive to like, well, I mean, it would be exclusive to Windows 10, but like, any like, would you use like the Xbox or Windows game front instead of like Steam or whatever? Maybe. But yeah,
I think they'd probably use the store, because well, I don't know. Maybe not.
It's just like, because they don't really have much of a place on PC, they can't compete with like Steam, and I think the second one is GOG.
Well, I got Dead by Daylight on my computer, and that's just off the Windows Store. I got that from Games Pass. So I guess I don't know. Maybe they will get, because, well, even Discord now is doing their own game store.
Yeah, they have a store, yeah.
Any, like, early supporters of Nitro, I think they call it. I was one of them, actually. Get free access to their beta store, like Gamesfront, I guess. And there's, like, Nitro games in there that are, like, free if you have Nitro. Yeah. And I get that free for, like, 2021, I think they said, something like that. But yeah, a lot of people are doing it now. And I mean, there's GOG. That's
GOG's
also pretty good. It's not, as big or popular as Steam, but it's good.
Yeah, there's that. There's a lot out there for that.
Even Blizzard has Black Ops 4, which I don't know, I haven't played it.
Yeah,
I don't know how good it is, but it's a big game.
Black Ops.
So there's a lot of, like, I don't know, it feels like instead of just having a computer and downloading like one thing to play games with, like there's like 5 or 6. So if there was 7 with like a new Windows thing, I wouldn't be too surprised.
Yeah, I mean, they don't take up that much space anyway, so it's not like, besides Origin.
Origin takes up a ton.
For some fucking reason.
I just do not have it installed.
I just don't know why it takes up so much space.
It's garbage.
Yeah, no idea why.
Yeah.
Also, I don't install Uplay because fuck Ubisoft.
Yeah. I mean, Ubisoft games, you don't have to sign into Uplay on console, which is great. It's the only place that I will play a Ubisoft game. But yeah.
Yeah, and interesting to see like Microsoft really pushing PC in their games with Xbox.
Yeah.
Like we talked about recently about mouse and keyboard support for Xbox, and like Gears 5 and stuff, or Gears 4 I should say, was on PC as well, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I have that installed as well, actually.
And their whole crossplay thing, it seems like they're really pushing, like, just, hey, buy it on a Microsoft product.
I don't know, though. The more, because like I said, I've had Games Pass for a while now.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm the wrong audience. I do not use it. I have so many games. I don't
use it for
I think I installed like 5 games right off the bat when I got it. I haven't touched any of them.
I used it to like play the new shit usually. Like I played a little bit of Forza Horizon 4.
Well, I got it originally because I think they have like a 30% or 20% discount or something like that on like games to buy that are on Games Pass.
Yeah.
State of Decay 2 is on that. So I got Games Pass for $10 and then State of Decay 2 for $40.
Yeah. Which
is $50 total as opposed to the full price is $60.
Yeah.
So it was like $10 off. So that's the only reason I did it originally. I've picked up a few things since then too, but I don't know. There's just so many games that I have. I feel like if you have an Xbox or I guess a PC soon enough here and no games, this would be something good to pick up.
Or if you just want, like, if you're going to play all the new Microsoft like games, but you don't want to buy each of them individually. Like, you're going to play all of them. Like, it makes sense. You'll spend less money this way. This
definitely feels like it's where video games are going for the most part, though. With like a game library that you access with a monthly fee. I mean, Netflix already does it with movies, you know.
Yeah, makes more sense.
For sure.
Especially because most of the time, like, you're not playing one game forever. Like, you just have like a mountain of discs that you rarely, if ever, touch again. At least in my experience. So
I have them in a bookshelf and they're shown off fancily, but I like picked one off.
I don't know. I stopped buying discs.
Yeah. Digital's the way to go.
Yeah, it's just easy.
Don't have to worry about pre-ordering. You know,
you just press button. Press button.
Downloads
done.
Before the thing.
It downloads before the game comes out. If you are pre-ordering it, like it's. You can just play it right when it launches.
The only reason to get a physical copy anymore is if there's like a special edition that comes with like a case.
Yeah, that's almost never worth it.
Yeah, and I saw one guy, he had a picture of a wall where he had a bunch of metal cases.
Oh, you had the steel books?
Yeah,
steel books.
Cases. Yeah, it looked really cool, actually.
Yeah, those are cool. I like
those. That's a collection.
Yeah.
That'd be the only reason to do it.
Yeah. I would say that's about.
Unless you're like super worried about DRM.
I suppose, but there's even for that, like it still works for that kind of.
Because you need the disc.
Well, Steam doesn't.
Like, the thing is, like, the only reason I would want a disc is because I would be afraid that, like, I wouldn't be able to download the game in the future if, like, I ever got erased for some reason. Like, for example, Spider-Man games with Activision have been taken off, like, storefronts and everything. So, like, you can't download those anymore digitally. And so it's like, you know, keeping a physical copy. So you do that, except that's not how it works anymore. Like, even disc-based games come with, you know, a download that requires the internet to complete the fucking game.
Yeah.
Completely download the game.
Or
and so it's like there's no point to it anymore.
There was a game. It was a platform. I can't remember what it was. It was free with Game Pass. And I got it as I was moving into this apartment that I'm in right now. And because I wasn't going to have internet for a few days because I didn't plan ahead. And so I was like, well, this is like a, you know, single player story only platformer. So I have it on my computer installed. When I move, I'll just play it or whatever. And I got here and I tried playing it and I was like, you need to sign into Xbox Live to play this. I'm like, this is a single player fucking game. What the hell, Microsoft? I couldn't play it because I had to sign in. I couldn't because I had no internet. It was really frustrating.
It's a sad time.
But if I had a physical copy, it'd be a totally different story. Probably, maybe.
Wait, what was it? You got it off?
Games Pass. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was a digital game.
Sure.
Whatever it was. It was like
digital
Lucky or whatever game. Yeah. It wasn't that good.
Lucky's Super Tail or whatever.
Is that that's something
like that. Yeah.
It wasn't that good. It was fine.
Cool. I think that does it for the news this week. Not much in the way.
Not a lot that's going on. I mean, it is like the season of games coming out, so like
like
no one's really
Red Dead 2
shit
came
right
out. You know, Black Ops did. Spider-Man just released its first DLC. So yeah, not much going on. It is Halloween though this week, this Wednesday actually.
I'll be working.
Yeah, so with that, the juice this week are the scariest films we have seen. Scary
Spooky.
Movies.
Spooky.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't actually watch that many horror movies, but
what about games? Like video games?
Yeah, I play some, very few. But I'm trying to think of like films.
You don't strike me as the kind of person who really digs being scared.
No, I don't play many horror
video
games
or movies. So
I think what the fuck was I don't remember what it's called, so I'm gonna just come back to me. Someone else.
Saw? I don't know.
No, Saw is not scary. It's just fucking gross. It's just really fucking gross.
I think
like it's just unenjoyable to watch.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like Friday the 13th is a go-to one for me. It's hard to think of like what. I'm trying to think, just like, because I don't watch many scary films, right?
Friday the 13th is with Freddy, right? Freddy Krueger?
No.
That's with Jason.
Yeah, it's Jason.
What is the movie that Freddy Krueger's in?
That's Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street, that's what it is.
Halloween is scary.
Halloween is actually pretty scary.
Yeah.
There was that one movie where a black guy is dating a white girl.
Oh yeah, I was actually thinking of that. Get Out.
Yeah.
That is such a great film. I love that film.
I haven't watched it actually. I've heard it's really good and like really scary.
It's scary. I mean, it's fairly scary.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Also, there was that like multi-personality one where like one guy was really nice and the rest of them were like fucking. He had like personalities.
Split or whatever.
Split. Yeah, it was.
The two girls and
they're doing a sequel to that. It's M. Night Shyamalan. And
it's gonna be good.
Like, and it's like somehow connected to Unbreakable. Anyway, the sequel is called what shit? I can't think of it now.
Unbreakable Splittage.
No, it had something to do with Sam Jackson's character. But yeah, Get Out's pretty good. The first time I watched Alien.
Oh, Alien! The first one is pretty spooky. You gotta say.
Like just not knowing where it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
That whole like I think that's like a scary thing, right? It's like you know something's there, but you don't know where, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like this, like even like you can see it like in regular life too with like spiders, right? You see a spider, and it just like disappears. You don't know where it went.
And that's way scarier than the spider itself.
yeah, exactly.
For sure.
And that's what Alien does really well.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's like with any form of media too. Like when you see spooky stuff, like to me, the best part of it isn't the jump scares or the monster or the horrific imagery as Saw believes it is. It's the anticipation and the mystery and the unknown. Yeah, is all it is.
Yeah, like I've that's like the best part. Like,
that's
where you
of horror. That's the best.
Yeah.
Some spooky stuff that isn't really scary.
Dead Space is scary as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
I couldn't finish.
I remember watching that film with you.
Which one?
Dead Space.
Oh, the animated one?
Yeah, the animated one. That one was scary.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking scary.
Well, I was gonna actually say something that wasn't scary, but kind of fits the theme of Halloween.
What?
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo
is great. Scooby-Doo is a goddamn classic.
It is a lovely TV show.
Yeah. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Do you remember the movies from the early 2000s?
You're talking like the Boomerang Cartoon Network?
No,
the live
action Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I remember
with
those.
Rowan Atkinson was the bad guy.
It was fucking weird. Fucking like
he turned all the kids into zombies. Was it?
I don't remember.
But then they all exploded.
Oh, one of them was like Scrappy-Doo was the bad guy.
Scrappy-Doo was the villain. He turned out to be the villain.
Yeah, well, Scrappy-Doo is like. I talked to this with my roommates. Like, Scrappy-Doo is like the worst like thing ever.
Yeah,
like nobody likes Scrappy-Doo.
Scrappy-Doo fucking sucks.
He's just there, getting in the way, making everything annoying, and you're just like, screw you, Scrappy-Doo. Scrappy-Doo.
Out of the whole mystery gang, he's the one that everyone secretly hates but won't tell him to his face.
They're just like, hey, Scooby needs a piece of shit cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo's fucking terrible cousin. The worst.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think for like scariest movie. Oh, they're kind of classics too, though. Nightmare on Elm Street's real good.
Yeah, that
one's
like pretty scary.
It has like the gruesome imagery, but it's done well.
Mm-hmm.
I think because like the dream state and whatever. And the new, was it Friday the 13th? No. What's the guy? He lives in the forest. Is that Jason?
Which
with a machete and like a mask, and his mom died.
Yeah, that's
He lives at
that's
Crystal Lake.
Yeah,
okay. Okay. The new Friday the 13th. Then, yeah.
He wears the hockey mask. Yeah. Or whatever.
Well, I don't know how new it is now anymore. It's like
it was 2007, right?
Was it?
Or 8?
We were like in middle school when that came out.
Yeah. Oh man. Wow. But that one is. I mean, the old one's just as good, but that one is also really good because I don't know. The deaths are really cool.
Yeah.
Which sounds really gruesome and awful to say, but they're done well. They're well shot. I think on one point, the guy you hate the most, gets stabbed in the stomach with a machete and it like pulled upwards.
Yeah.
And then Jason picks him up and throws him on a baler, like a huge spike.
Yeah.
And the scared driver like drives away and he's getting like dragged behind on this spike.
Yeah.
But he's the guy you hate, so the whole time you're like, yeah.
Doesn't that movie end with like the one woman just like having a chance to kill Jason, like pushing him into a buzzsaw?
Oh, and
she doesn't.
Yeah.
And then they're getting away, right? Or they're like at the lake leaving, and then he comes out of the water like gonna kill them.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? Like, why didn't you just like kill this guy?
I thought she
fucking wild.
No. I'm confused now because I watched the extra content that was on the Blu-ray, and they actually shot the scene twice with 2 different endings, and I can't remember which one happened.
I remember, I remember that Friday the 13th. The person was like in the shed or something.
Yeah, it was.
And
the
then
wood
caught like fucking Jason in like chains, like almost in the wood chipper.
But I thought that guy was pulled into the wood chipper.
No,
speaking of wood chippers, Fargo,
the movie.
Yeah,
that movie's like not scary, but it's like really unsettling.
Yeah.
If we're going on that route, the movie
unsettling. Sling Blade.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but
so good.
But and the movie Elephant is the most unsettling movie I've ever seen.
What about The Mist?
The Mist is really fucking creepy.
I know how it ends, but I still kind of want to watch it all the way through.
Yeah, I mean, I'd watch it again. But yeah, Elephant. Watch it. Maybe, I don't know, if you want to like feel awful for days.
Woo!
It's a school shooting movie, and it's like really like it's like super graphic. And like follows the shooters around in their like lives and like a bunch of the kids they kill as well.
Jeez.
And then like the end of the movie is the shooting, so it's like 15 minutes of that happening.
Holy crap!
And then it's just like
and then it's over.
Wow.
Then it's done. It just finishes without like nothing.
That's how people know us by. That's the movie people remember when they hear Fargo. That's awful.
No, that's Elephant.
That's Elephant. Oh,
no,
Fargo is
Fargo's they're based in Brainerd, so it's not even in Fargo.
Yeah,
but like
it's a super fucked up movie.
Okay.
A lot of people die.
People get pushed through wood chippers.
One guy gets pushed through a wood chipper. Yeah. It's a very iconic scene.
Yeah,
it's a very good movie. I would like watch it. It's super good. But yeah.
Oh crap! I just had it. Now I lost it. Shoot. I just had it and now I lost it.
Was it Chucky?
No, it wasn't like
I haven't seen that. I know.
Oh yeah, 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah, that movie. I haven't seen all of it, but I've seen parts of it.
It's like
fucking creepy.
Yeah, it's really creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's it about?
Really, well, okay, so like It's hard. Like if you've seen Cloverfield, you probably know what but like it's a very different film from Cloverfield.
Yeah.
So like it starts out, this woman is driving, it looks like, and she's like really upset, gonna like go with her boyfriend or something. Anyway, gets in a car crash, wakes up, and crap, I can't think of the actor's name.
John Goodman.
Yeah, John Goodman. Brings her into the shelter that he like created, like this, like, nuke shelter, like a fallout shelter kind of. Along with, John Goodman and one other guy, and he's like, yeah, it's a good thing I found you on the side of the road, because like nuclear war is happening.
Yeah.
And so you can't go outside and everything. Yeah. And it's just like really creepy throughout the whole film. Jeez. And like, it plays on your
the fucking like I saw the end of that movie. I like walked in, people watching the last like half an hour, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. It's really good.
If I had to guess how it ends, this is total guess, so no spoilers. I don't know what happens. If I had to guess, there's no nuclear war. She goes crazy, kills them all, goes outside to kill herself, and finds out there's no nuclear war. That's my guess.
It's different.
It's different.
It's very different. And like,
but like it's
that'd be a cool way to end it.
Yeah. But yeah. So 10 Cloverfield Lane is a really scary film, even though it's not like this tone of like, what your traditional horror film.
Yeah.
It's really scary though. Also, like, if we're going like games, it's not a horror game, but it was scary at the time just because people were like, okay, go into this thing, don't know anything, put these surround sound, like sound dampening headphones on, and just go in. Gone Home.
Oh yeah. It's super creepy for the first 20 minutes, and then you're like, wait a minute, this isn't creepy anymore, but like, what the fuck's going on?
I thought it was creepy.
What happened to this fan?
I thought it was like scary till the very end.
Oh, because
I was like rounding every corner, like turn on the light, like light right away.
Well, it's like because the game, people are like, okay, just like put, and I'm just like, what the heck? Like this is like, you need to like listen to the thing and everything, and you go into this old rickety house where it's raining and at night, and you find out everyone's gone. Yeah. And you're just like, okay, what's going on?
What's up?
Like I feel like something's gonna jump out at me at any point.
Yeah, that's a really good one. I think probably the two easiest to call out is Outlast and Amnesia.
Outlast is fucking scary.
Those two well, I guess they're both like series now. Amnesia has multiple games, and I guess Outlast has 2, right?
Yeah, Outlast is 2 games.
So I've never played the second one, but the first one I got to a point, and I didn't get scared. I got frustrated because there's a point where you have to avoid this one guy's vision. Can't let him catch you.
Yeah.
But he was just like, his pattern was so erratic. It was really hard to get around him. And I just gave up.
Yeah. Well, I stopped playing Dead Space when the enemy that regenerated all of its limbs and stood up again was chasing me. And I didn't know what to do. And so I just never played it again.
I played Amnesia.
It's like, I'm done. Like,
Amnesia is one of the horror games that like plays with darkness. Like darkness still ain't go crazy. And I got as far as to like, I used a ton of matches and whatever, like getting my way through this big long area. And I got in this room that was like well lit. I was like, cool. And I looted it. There's no matches.
Yeah.
And I'm out of matches. And like whatever other light sources you have, like no more oil.
Yeah.
It's completely out of any light source. And the game was like, all right, go back into the darkness. I'm like, I can't. I'm actually stuck. And I tried like just plowing through the darkness, and it just got really scary. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm done. I can't progress. I have no way of going forward without just dying of insanity. is rough.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of spoopy stuff.
Yeah.
All right. I think that does it for us on this episode of the Clever and Original Podcast. Jay, if people want to find you in the social media sphere, where can they do that?
If you want to come find me and tell me I'm a wussy, scaredy baby boy, you can come find me on Twitter at Jayden Reinhart.
JJ, where can people find you?
J Larson 107 on the Twitter.
And you can find me at K Misialek, Kay Misialek, and as you are, and you can find us all at Clever_Original on Twitter. And as you are right now, listen to us each and every week on SoundCloud, iTunes, and other podcast services. And we'll catch you next week on episode 169.
Peace.